Good evening from Brummett Jewelry Design Studio in beautiful Midtown,
Hey,
North
everybody.
Raleigh.
We-
We're still in the middle. We're not sure where we
in the
are.
middle.
Anyway, tonight we're back to talk about diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. We would have Marilyn singing, but she's not around. Anyway, tonight is part
You
two.
all know the song.
Tonight is part two of the 6 C's, not the 4 C's of diamonds.
What are 6 C's?
And we're going to explain this as we go along. Just got to pay attention. So Mimi's got a lot of historical information for you tonight. We hope we don't get too long. We're going to try to be brief and try to be informative because that's what people need to know. They need to know the understanding of diamonds. There's so many misnomers. There's so many things that are going on. Some of it's politics. Some of it is marketing. Some of it is profitability. Tonight we're going to help clear up some things.
Diamonds will always be around.
They'll always be
Everybody
around.
loves diamonds. We're doing so many engagements.
Yes.
They're for all occasions. So we want to talk about it tonight, and we encourage you, if you have any questions, please type it in the comments.
Yes.
We'll
answer them.
Hey, we've got some new watchers tonight, new viewers. Rose has joined us,
Hi,
and
Rose.
LaQuisha Hurst has joined us. So thank you so much. We please ask you, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, to please like our page, also our Instagram page, and if you would share. If you can share, it just makes, it goes all out into the World Wide Web. So
Exactly.
if you can share, we'd appreciate it. Here's Kristen's just come on. Hey, Kristen, we want to, we just don't want to be in Raleigh. We're on the World Wide Web, not the North Carolina Wide Web. And so we encourage you to share with your friends. We do business all over the country with people. We sell across the country. We do design consultations across the country.
Thank God for Zoom.
Zoom, yeah, I'm telling you, as bad as COVID was, a lot of good technologies come out and helped us to just get ourselves out there, and that's what Shop with Mimi and Russ Live is all about. Tuesday night at 7, that's our time. So we really appreciate y'all joining us. We have a surprise tonight too. We have a new segment. So about 7:15, we're going to show you share our new little segment with you. But first of all, we're going to talk
It's
about
a different kind
diamonds.
of rocks.
A different kind of rocks.
Different kind of rocks.
That's right. So you have to figure out what that means.
Also, we also encourage you to please contact your friends and do what we're doing. Have a glass of wine, have a watch party, or bourbon, or whatever your favorite alcoholic beverage is, or
7
even
Up.
anything else, 7 Up, whatever it is.
Mocktails.
Get friends together and have a watch party. We have a good time with this. You'll learn a lot. We also offer great values and great bargains when we do these shows. And we just really appreciate you joining us, and we just hope that you get something out of it.
We do. So please, I encourage you, if you have any questions about diamonds, the diamond market, the diamond industry, about cutting, about setting, any type of thing that might pop in your mind, if you'll please put it up. Laurie Fuller's just joined us. Hey, Laurie, how are you?
Laurie.
The back of the chapel girl.
Yes, Laurie, we made a nice, beautiful ring for Laurie, and she has got a special name for her ring. It's called
Yes.
Back of the Chapel.
The back of the chapel, because it was so big, they saw it at the back of the chapel during the ceremony. So we love that. I'm going to talk a little bit just about today's diamond market. We're going to do our special segment at 7:15, and then we're going to go back. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the history of diamonds in South Africa. There's always a lot of questions or comments about fair trading and sustainability and all that stuff. So I'm going to talk about all that. And then at the end of the hour, we have 12 items that we're going to do with our shop. I can't get my words out. Text to pay technology. So what you need to do is put our phone number in your phone as a contact. So it's 919-900-8462. And if there's any item tonight that you want to purchase, you just text us, and it's real easy. We'll go over that when we get to the items. But we've got some brand new items that no one's seen tonight to show you, and we've got some great deals that we've thrown in also.
We always try to have good values for our shop live.
We do. So let's talk a little bit about the global market in diamonds in 2023. And I'm just going to read this because we keep talking to dealers about coming out of COVID and what's available, whatever. The global diamond market will grow from $2.43 billion in 2022 to $2.55 billion in 2023.
That's about a 0.5% of our budget, right, for the country. Our
It's,
debt.
it's not a big increase, but they explained that due to with the compound annual growth rate, that's about 5.2%. The Russia-Ukraine war has definitely disrupted the chances of global economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, at least in short term.
A lot of diamonds come from Russia. There's a lot of high white diamonds that come from that particular area. Typically, they're small. They're like 1 carat size or below, which has been a large part of the market. Over the last few years, we've seen a lot of diamonds that are smaller because of the halo designs and rings and earrings.
But they
Basically
use them in
smaller
industry
stones,
also.
that are just kind of moved around a little bit. So it's amazing how things fluctuate and change, even with war, with diamonds.
The sanctions definitely, we've just kind of watched within our industry how things have slowed down between the U.S. and Russia with that trading. There's been a surge in commodity prices and supply chain disruptions, causing inflation across goods and services, affecting many markets across the globe. But the diamond market is expected to grow to $3.41 billion by 2027. So that's pretty good, little from 2.55 billion now to 3.41. And you'll say, Mimi, well, why is that? Well, I'm going to tell you. Africa has always been the largest region in the diamond market in 2021. But what's going on now in the world is that there is more disposable income. The growth in the diamond market is due to the increasing population in developing countries such as China and India, owing to rising disposable income, increased demand, and availability of credit.
As a matter of fact, speaking of that, we were at a recent jewelry show, and I did a seminar with some people about diamonds in the industry and what's going to happen in the next few years. They were telling us about India and China. Those two markets alone in the next few years, they're anticipating a median income growth of 400 million people who are buying luxury goods. Diamonds are one of those things. I think 400 million people.
It'll make quite an impact. So
yes,
we noticed that prices, there's certain magic weights in diamonds. We've noticed in the market that things were kind of standing for a while. Prices have dropped a little bit on natural diamonds, but we're going to see things kind of fluctuating, evening out, and how the world market is going to affect all of this. So if you have any questions about all of that, please let us know. We have a new segment tonight, and we actually
just a couple microphones.
You'll hear in the video. It's just about a 90-second video. We're looking for a name, so if you can come up with a great name tonight, we'll have a prize for you at the end of the show. If you'll come up with your ideas, put it in the comments, and our technician. What do we call you? Technician? Producer. Gabrielle is gonna play this video for you, so we hope you'll enjoy it. Something kind of different rocks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new segment of Shop Live with Mimi and Russ. We're going to actually let the viewers name the show, so if you have any suggestions, here's what we're doing. We're doing at-home cocktail classes on top of our education every Tuesday. So we're going to start out with a simple one today. A classic, tried and true, gin and tonic. Now this, you don't want to get that cheap gin. This is why people don't like gin, because it tastes like pints, because it's cheap. Get the good stuff. Hendrick's, made in Scotland. The OG, the greatest. If you want to do anything local, Sutler's is a good one, and Chemist. One is made in Winston, the other in Asheville. So traditionally, it's just 3 ingredients. So get you a glass. We're going to throw some ice in there. Okay. And it is 2 ounces of gin to 4 ounces of tonic. I typically measure with my heart, but for the sake of the segment today, let's pour it in our 2-ounce jigger here, all the way to the top and a little bit extra for your friends at home. And tonic. Fill it to the top. All right, and you will need lime. I like to do a little garnish of lime, but that's not enough for me. So I think you need to do a little fresh squeeze as well to get it going. All right, toss her to the side, give her a little mix. Easy peasy. Happy gin and tonic. See you next time.
So how many people go to the bar making a gin and tonic right now? Could be a lot.
It's one of our favorite summer drinks. So,
Simple, clean, great drink.
but we encourage you, if you can think of a fun name for our little, we're going to do this every week. If you can think of a fun name, we're going to pick some names at the end.
You're right, Dan. Conniption is a good one too.
Keep in mind, we're going to tie in the word rocks. Think about rocks, diamonds, gems, and drinks. So we're going to try to figure out gemstones, colors, and drinks that go with those same colors. So it's going to get interesting. So any feedback or help, any
Special
encouragement,
request.
special ideas you have, send it to us,
There
please.
you go. Thank you for doing that video, Gabrielle. We're excited to have
Yeah.
that added
It's going
to
to be
Shop
fun.
with Me.
It's
We're
going to
like-
be fun.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about diamonds, and then we're going to get to the selling segment in a few minutes. I found this article from GIA about diamonds, and there's always discussion about South African diamonds, and there's always a lot of controversy about it. I think just going back into history, though, it's really interesting to see how the that whole economic and situation, the market opened up for them. There was a young man named Erasmus Jacobs, and he was a farmer and a shepherd. They were the diamonds were first discovered. Teenagers, farmers, and a shepherd. Let me just read it. Were the first to discover diamonds in Northern Cape Province, South Africa, and by doing so, give birth to the modern diamond industry. The first significant South African diamond was found in 1866 by Erasmus Jacobs, a farmer's son who collected pretty stones, pretty rocks, with his friends near the banks of the Orange River.
Which is called an alluvial deposit.
That's right.
I learned that in my diamond course.
There you go. You're so smart. A neighbor, intrigued by this particularly shiny pebble
And very
in his
large.
collection,
It was a large pebble.
offered to buy it from the boy's mother, who then gave the pebble to the neighbor for free. The stone passed through several hands before an amateur geologist identified it as a diamond weighing 21 and a quarter carats.
No, that's not a pebble. That's a rock.
That's definitely a rock. This
Speaking of
enormous,
that, that's a show.
what?
The Rock.
The rock. We'll come up with something. This enormous South African diamond was named Eureka, which means I have found it. So found by 15-year-old boy Erasmus Jacobs, the 21 and a quarter Eureka diamond was the first significant diamond discovered in South Africa. We have a picture of that. Gabrielle's going to put that up. This one.
I don't have that one. You're going to show that one.
Okay. So you can see this is a really old cut stone too. You can see it's not as a modern cut as what we have these days. This discovery was treated with disbelief by most, and interest was lukewarm until 1869 when a shepherd found an enormous pebble. He first tried to trade the pebble for a place to sleep and then for breakfast. Everyone turned him down. Eventually he made his way to the same man who first noticed Erasmus Jacobs' shiny rock, and who was his neighbor, and I can't pronounce his name because he was Dutch. In exchange for the pebble, the neighbor gave the shepherd a horse, 10 oxen, and 500 sheep, nearly all of his earthly goods. His gamble paid off because the pebble turned out to be South African diamond weighing 83 and a half carats. And he sold it for what will be equivalent now to $56,000.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, almost 10 times the value of what he gave the shepherd.
Tens of millions today.
This
Wow.
this stone was named the Star of South Africa, and it made its way to England, jolly old England, where it was cut into a 47.69 carat pear-shaped stone and purchased by the Earl of Dudley. If wish the Earl of Sandwich had bought it, that would have made the story even better.
That's a Saturday Night Live reference from the 70s.
So here's a picture of that stone. This is all
Very
in a
cool.
GIA article if you're interested in the history of all this. Oh, look, there's Billy Corbett. Hey, Billy. The Cecil Rhodes Diamond Empire.
No, you said it wrong. His name was Cecil.
Cecil, excuse
Cecil's
me.
from the south, Cecil's from England.
So Gabrielle has a picture of the premier diamond mine open pit. Another boy, an enterprising 17-year-old Englishman named Cecil Rhodes, launched what many consider as a modern diamond industry. Rhodes embarked for South Africa to try his hand at cotton farming. While farming failed, he traveled to the diamond fields of Kimberley, where he made a living by pumping water from the diggings. By the age of 18, he had enough funds to start buying mining claims. Miners sold out to businessmen like Rhodes because as they dug deeper, the ground became harder, and this harder ground made mining too risky and costly for individual miners. So Rhodes, with the help of the Rothschilds, soon owned all of the De Beers claims, and by 1888, he had also bought out all of the Kimberley diamond mines. Combining his holdings, Rhodes formed the company De Beers, which is very famous, a company that would grow to become a worldwide diamond monopoly. So we have a picture of the Kimberley mine in South Africa. Gabrielle will put that up. It's an example of an open pit mine. So like Russ mentioned, the first diamond that the kid kicked, the shiny pebble, were called alluvial, which means they had washed down a stream or whatever, and it was just laying there to be found.
Because diamonds come from kimberlite pipe. It's a mineral that's forced up because of volcanic eruptions.
Yes.
It's kimberlite. So sometimes it does get washed away. That's how this little kid found it in the river.
That pretty shiny pebble.
It's very close to the
So,
pipe.
how do South Africans' diamonds change the diamond history? The South African diamond rush changed two things. Number one, the world's supply of diamonds. It just exponentially put more diamonds out there than what they were mining in South America. And I think you wanted to mention something about South America, didn't you?
The original diamonds were coming from South America and from India. Those diamonds typically had a little more body color to them, whereas the African stones they found tend to be a lot whiter and brighter. But the stones that originally, can you imagine, if you were a miner in South America looking for emeralds or sapphires or whatever you look for, you find this shiny white rock. They really didn't know what to do with them at first. And as the diamond market progressed, they learned how to cut them because diamonds are extremely hard. The only thing that will cut a diamond is another diamond. So somebody had to figure out over the decades or centuries how to actually cut and polish diamonds. So that's what fascinates me. I would love to know the history of who really figured out how to cut them, how to polish them, how to make them work.
Just a lot of trial and error, probably.
We have diamonds that we've seen over the years in our business for the last 40 years, diamonds from the 1700s up to modern day stones. It's amazing the variances and the differences in the cuts and qualities and it's really the mindset of what they knew, the knowledge. As technology's changed, diamonds have been cut differently, much more scientific.
Science. Everybody's trying to throw science into it. From the cut, the angles, to the sparkle, to the finished product.
That's great, but it's funny. I was talking to Gabrielle earlier today, and I was trying to explain to her about how diamonds have been cut over the years and how things are different. And I said, I have two great friends of mine, my fraternity brothers, who are both artists. One of them paints very realistic. The other one paints very abstract. They're both beautiful paintings of the ocean. They both do ocean paintings. Which one's perfect? Which one's right? Which one's wrong? They're not. It's the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Same thing with diamonds. Technology tells us light reflects a certain way in diamonds. That's what you got to have. That's what you got to have. It's the best diamond in the world. Not necessarily. There's so many beautiful diamonds out there, antique diamonds that Mimi and I love. I much more prefer a diamond cut in the 1890s to 1920 than some of the modern diamonds today, if they're proportioned the proper way. Here's a good example. What Gabrielle's showing you right here, the paintings.
So we're gonna that's such a good point, Russ, because we've been selling diamonds for a long time, and even with all the science in it, you just have to back up and see the beauty in things. You can't just all go by the angles and the math.
Yeah, the part about diamonds is diamonds are a gift, a symbol of love. They're rare, unique, and they're supposed to be something that you give someone that's special, and they are. So you should look at a diamond and go, that's the one for me. If you look at 5 or 10 diamonds on a tray,
Don't buy from a paper.
don't buy from paper. Look with your eye. Never buy from a paper. So many people get on the internet and they buy because there's a lab report. They got to buy it. Those lab reports are not always accurate. You also need to trust someone like us who knows diamonds. We've done this for over 40 years. We know diamonds.
You've touched a lot of rocks, haven't
A
you?
lot of rocks. But I know the ins and outs of the diamond market. I know what things are not quite the way they should. They're not quite represented properly, I guess I should say. But we need to make sure that you get the best value. The best value is, are you paying the right price for the diamond you're buying? I guarantee you we can do that for you.
But you have to love it too. You have to have an aha. You have to have
Yes.
a moment, and you always want to look at it and just go, oh. We delivered a ring today, and she was sitting in there just, oh my gosh, she was so excited when she, Gabrielle.
We took our original diamond, added some more things to it, did a custom ring. She was absolutely flipping
She was
out.
excited. All right, so let's just finish up on South Africa, and then we'll go on to our selling part. Gabrielle has a picture of an octahedral diamond crystal. We mentioned this last week, but I wanted to show you a picture because when they first started cutting this rough, they really just kind of brooded it and got it into somewhat of a shape, which were more like rounded squares in the onset. So this is what an octahedron looks like. This is a natural diamond out of the ground. We also have a picture of the cutting wheel. You can see this is what diamond cutters use today, and technology hasn't changed a whole lot.
I actually have a natural octahedron crystal, and I
Yeah.
also have one that's been slightly faceted so you can see it. Come by the studio, I can explain to you and show you how diamonds are cut, and look at this crystal and you can see how.
But they're able to they mount the octahedron onto a tip that stays intact, and they take that arm lever and move it at different angles, and that's how they form the facets.
It's basically called a dop wheel.
Dop wheel, yeah. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about South Africa's economy, because we always get the comments about the blood diamonds and this type of thing. There's a Kimberley process now. They came up with the Kimberley process.
The blood diamond thing. Part of that was political, so keep that in mind as well.
I mean, there's bad things that happen in every industry.
Everything, yeah.
But
that was promoted so hard, it's not
just a movie.
that accurate.
Diamonds, along with other mineral resources, have been the lifeblood of South Africa's economy since their discovery. South African mines produced roughly 10 million carats of diamonds, worth over US $1.2 billion in the year 2018. The diamond industry creates jobs for tens of thousands of South Africans. Diamond mining alone employed over 16,000 people in 2018, and taxes on diamond companies help build roads, schools, and hospitals. As a result, a greater number of children in mining towns are able to attend school because of these funds. In addition, many diamond companies give back to the mining communities. Forevermark, an offshoot of De Beers, which has a great reputation in our industry, they build schools and they build hospitals near the mines, and they partner with UN Women to support women who are in business or in science and technology. De Beers also created a nature reserve, which helps to rescue lions, elephants, leopards, different African animals that are endangered. So just personally speaking, as I've been to Kenya about 9 times, and it's really hard. Just speaking for Kenya, it's hard for women to be employed, especially if they become widowed. And so I greatly appreciate that through this industry, the children can go to school, which is a huge thing, that the women are able to be able to work, and all of that they're giving back to their community.
None of that was mentioned in the movie.
No, but the Kimberley process is a global process that came out of the blood diamond controversy. And so what they do is they actually, when they ship stones, they seal them in parcels, and it's the the trail is followed, so you know where they come from. There are also diamonds mined in other parts of the world. There's Canadian diamonds, which are popular. They're more expensive because it's more expensive for them to mine in Canada. But we know more through that Kimberley process now about how things get into the market. So that's it. If anybody has any questions,
Educational moments.
there, we'll have a pop test when we go up there, okay?
I doubt it.
Okay. You either have to make a gin and tonic or you have to answer a diamond question.
The point being is diamonds are very unique. They've had a great prominent presence and importance in our society around the world. And they also, people are talking about, are they good investments? I don't tell people to buy diamonds as an investment, but if you buy a beautiful diamond for your wife and she wears it 20 years and you hand it down to your daughter one day, it's definitely gone up in value. And it's just something that she enjoyed. Now your daughter can enjoy. That's a great investment.
And you're putting your assets into something that's
It's a hard
tangible.
asset.
Yes.
It's a hard asset.
You can pass it on.
It's not the stock market. It's not anything else. It has value somewhere in the world. So keep that in mind.
That's right. All right. So you ready to show our jewelry items?
Sure.
It's 7:30. We thank everybody for joining. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. If you can think of a clever name for our little cocktail segment, something with rocks, throw it out there.
Something with rocks.
Yeah.
It's got to have rocks in it somewhere.
Okay, so we have 12 items tonight that we're going to show. As I mentioned, some are brand new that you haven't seen. Some are some items that we're putting some really great deals out there because that's what we do on Shop With Mimi and Russ Live. So our first bracelet we're going to show. This is a sterling silver bracelet. Actually, our little producer, Gabby, picked this one out. We've been selling quite a lot of the sterling silver pieces with no gemstones. And I thought this was just super cute. It's a cute kind of a clover leaf design. I'll put it in the light box so you can see it. This one is finished with a toggle. But this is, all of these shapes are hand formed by the artisan. They've made the toggle catch that goes on there. This is an 8-inch bracelet. So this would, you could fit a 7 or 8-inch wrist. And this is made of sterling silver, of course, by one of our artisans in Taxco. This is item number 1. So if you're interested in purchasing this item, this is where the texting comes in. You would text item 1 sold to our main number, which is 919-900-8462. Most think everything I'm showing tonight we have one of, so it's first come, first serve. This bracelet, this is item number 1. This retails for $150. Tonight we're offering this cute link bracelet. You can see how the little links move in the light box. We're offering this for $70. And there's no sales tax on top of that. You're actually getting it 7.25% cheaper because we're taking care of the sales tax for you. So if you'd like to buy this tonight, this is item 1. You would text item 1 sold, and this could be yours. We will ship for free. Any alterations or whatever, we've tweaked a few things here and there, so that could be yours. All right.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
What is with every
falling apart.
Siri? I have a little Australian Siri. What did we ask him last night? When is the next full moon? We got a really funny answer, didn't we?
Yeah, because we said something funny after that too.
All right, the next item we're going to show. We have shown this before, and I just adore this piece, and I really want somebody to buy this. I've never seen a design like this before. It's a nice heavy pendant, like not so heavy it'll make your neck hurt, but it's nice solid piece. It's a pear-shaped amethyst. It's signed on the back. We're gonna throw this chain in with it also. This is a designer named Milicio Rodriguez of Taxco, and we have not had this is the only design I've had from this artisan. I'll put it in the light box so you can see it. But it's so pretty. I think the movement of the swirls are lovely. Pear shapes are so strong right now too. Everybody's cutting pear shapes. but this is a natural amethyst. You can see this next to my hand. It's a pretty good sized pendant. And I love the wheat chain.
Speaking of pear shapes, look at your hand.
What? Yeah, I have a pear shape on too. I have my tanzanite on tonight.
There you go.
So this is item number 2, and this retails for $375 with the chain. Tonight, I'm throwing this out there for Shop with Mimi and Russ Live. We're offering this for $199. So you would text item 2 sold, and this can be yours. You can see it on our beautiful model Cassidy there.
Where else can you get a piece of art, natural gemstones, handmade sterling silver for less than $200?
It's a beautiful piece. Our curator came a few weeks ago, and I'm like, please tell me you have something else from this person. She's actually really having a hard time finding the finished jewelry. The young people are not really going into the arts. They want to go into the IT science field, so it's getting to be harder and harder for us. We just don't have droves of things to pick from. We have to really look to curate these items.
That is a cool piece.
I know, it's so pretty. It's so feminine. And I love that it's kind of asymmetric in style. All right, item number 3, we have a sterling silver. This is handmade. I've watched videos on how to do this before. This is a locket, and this has a shiny silver center, which actually you could do it if you wanted to engrave an initial or whatever. Nice bail on there so you could put it through a big chain. This does open, true to fashion for lockets. Let's see if I can see to do it. But they have to make the hinge and these parts. Okay, here's the inside. So it's, classic locket. You can put a picture in there.
Picture or hair or whatever.
But they hand make this whole thing. So they have to make the hinge. They have to do the lip and all of this. So it's quite a bit of work. And then this raised frame design is embossed on the front. It's a pretty good size pendant. What is that, about an inch, 2 inches total from the bail to the bottom.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Put your grandchildren's picture in, right?
It would be.
That'd be great.
Whoever you love, put it inside. This retails for $195. This is item number 3. And tonight I'm giving it away for $60.
You are giving it away.
Yeah,
There you go.
$60. So again, we're paying 7.25% sales tax, so you're getting it for 50 some bucks.
Way below
But it's
what
a
we
great
paid
deal. Lockets have been very on vogue in the last year. We've seen a lot of designers doing lockets and that type of thing. But it's a nice piece. You can personalize it. You can give it to someone and have their initials engraved on there, whatever. But it'd be a
The
really
great
special-
thing about the curated pieces that you keep finding with our person is that it's not the same thing that your neighbor has. There's certain designers, this name brand design, they're great, they're beautiful, but everybody has one. These pieces are unique, they're one of a kind, something different, something special. Don't you want something that's yours, that you're not going to see coming and going every time you walk
We
out?
built our business on that.
That's all we try to do.
Yeah,
These pieces are that way, and I guarantee you'll never find anybody else who could give you a piece of jewelry that's one of a kind, handmade at these prices. Guarantee you.
Yeah,
So
we see a lot of bad stuff. So
buy the
we're
designers or buy a designer.
we're thrilled to be
doesn't
able
know.
to offer this to you. We have
They're
Russ's
mass-produced.
beautiful custom jewelry he does in gold and platinum, but at the same time we have such appreciation for these artisans.
There's
and
no way I can make this jewelry at this price, and I couldn't make it for what we're selling it for. There's no way, not in the United States. There's no
So
way.
these are offered just to our Shop with Mimi and Russ Live clients. These prices are not on our website or anywhere else. So by you watching, you're in on these deals as we put them out on Tuesday night. All right, I've got a item number 4. I thought these would be a great earring for the summertime. These are made by Guillermo Erguay. He's a Spanish designer, and I love these earrings. Not only is the front concave, but the back is also, and it's a solid 3 links. The bottom has a bezel set, blue lapis. I thought, what would be better for summertime?
Make the detail even on the back of that earring is beautiful.
We can show you a picture of it on the model as well, but I love a dangle earring. I just thought this was just so fresh and so summery. the things that are the simplest really are have a lot of time involved in them. But this earring retails for $150. Tonight I'm offering this for $85. So this is item number 4. You would text item 4 sold, and you'll receive a secure link. I did fail to mention it. When you text that, you will receive a secure link where you can pay. It goes really quickly. We have people that watch every week that pay this way, that pay for deposits from us doing business all day long. It's a very secure link, so don't be hindered by that. But you can have these earrings for $85. Text item 4 sold, and the lapis Guillermo Uruguay earrings can be yours.
Or tomorrow, go to Kohl's or Belk's and look at the stuff they sell in the costume department for this twice the amount of money that's plated. It's not real jewelry that's mass produced. These are one of a kind, handmade pieces.
Nice, solid, sturdy pieces.
You cannot beat these values.
Okay, I have an earring in the light box. We just bought these, and Gabrielle picked these out. I thought they were really cool. Instead of being two-tone like yellow and white, this is copper that's been soldered onto a sterling silver hoop. And this is another Guillermo Uruguay, the Spanish designer. He does really more of a modernist type of look, but I like the way he thinks. I like the angles and the curves and the way he puts textures together.
Simplistic but artistic.
Yeah, it is. It's simple, but it's just good looking. I mean, that's going to look great with a tan. It's a good looking earring. These are brand new. This is item number 5. We're offering these tonight for $125. So if you'd like to purchase these, we you would text item 5 sold for $125. We will gift wrap. We'll put them in a pretty box. We ship for free. You can see them on our model just to get the dimensions of that earring. She's a pretty brunette. They thought that was really nice earring on her. Okay, you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Bremmett?
You do so well. I can't beat it.
Yeah, that was wise. All right, we've got another new earring that we're going to show.
41 years. I'm not stupid.
No, you're not. These are, I love these. We've sold a lot of moonstone, and these are just hard to go wrong with. These are all black onyx. It's a black onyx cabochon stone set in a bezel. These are pierced. They have the post on the back, and these cute 3 little dangly black onyx beads. It'd be a great earring to wear all the time. It's just as simple as a silver hoop. These would be great.
Because women love to wear black clothes, black earrings, black jewelry. There
It's
you go.
just nice to have something
Yeah,
that you don't have to
neutral.
fret over. Does it go with this or whatever? You could put this earring on, and you know it's going to go great to Harris Teeter. It's going to go great to the beach. You can wear it to the office, whatever. For a
Also,
while,
it's different. How many times do you see a black onyx earring like that?
that's the first one I've ever seen, and
Exactly.
we only have one.
Exactly.
So that's item number 6. This earring could be yours. We've just gotten this in the last couple of weeks. $60. So you would text item 6 sold. These could be yours. This would be a great gift for someone too. I guarantee you, it's a no-brainer earring. Everybody would like that earring. Okay, item number 7. We've talked a lot about moonstone because it's just a good neutral, just like the black onyx. We have this ring in moonstone. This one is actually brand new also. This is an oval moonstone. It has really pretty kind of a rainbow glow to it, which is characteristic of the moonstone. I don't have the size on here. I think this is a size 7.5 to 8, but you could wear this ring on any finger as long as you can get them over your arthritic knuckles.
Like you.
It's going on tonight, yep. But it's hard to beat something neutral. I think this is really pretty with the texture and the split shank.
I love elongated stones on women's fingers, anybody's fingers for that matter, but they look great. It makes a hand look better, and it's a fun stone. It's just
It
a
is
fun
pretty.
little stone. It's got an iridescence to it,
So this ring is $145. You would
which
take
is a great buy to start with.
It is. I mean, could you make that for $145?
No, I wouldn't even think about it. No.
This can be yours if you text item 7 sold, $145. We'll take care of the sales tax, and you can see that on our model. Again, we've just been doing a lot with Moonstone. At Christmas, it's an easy gift, but if you need a gift for someone or just some good neutral ring to wear, if you like gemstones, this is a good choice.
How much?
$145.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
And
it.
Russ will size it for you if he needs
Sure.
to. Yeah.
Hey guys,
you're that kind
if
of
you
guy.
want to go play golf for the weekend and you gotta tell your wife about it, you can buy her $145
Yeah.
on a ring, a simple little ring that she'll love, and you can walk away happy, smiling, and you'll drink $160 worth of liquor.
She'll think you spent a lot more.
Exactly.
All right, the next piece we have, this is actually an estate piece. I'm going to put this on. This is made by Frederick Duclos, and when we had Aura at Lafayette Village, we used to carry a lot of Frederick Duclos. He lives in California, and he does a lot. This is, you can see in this necklace is shiny. It has shiny links contrasted with textures. The nice thing about his sterling silver also is that it's rhodium plated.
It will not tarnish.
It will not tarnish with that rhodium plating. I'm gonna put, it has a matching set of earrings too. So all for this magic price I'm gonna throw out there. But the earring alone is just a great earring. Post and clutch is just a nice kind of little door knocker style earring.
That's a great
That
sometime.
looks good on me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is fun. So, since we are in the studio, really would have liked to have carried his line, but they just require that you purchase more than what we have room to carry in our little showcases here.
Yep.
But I was happy to get this piece. We looked up today, probably a current value on this would be $600, maybe $700. We're offering these two pieces, the necklace and the earrings. There's two earrings, I have on one, $250.
Fantastic.
So again, this would be a nice gift for someone. It is an estate piece, but I don't think they were even worn. We just had somebody that,
They owned it and they didn't wear it, so they won't
Yeah.
move it. So there you go.
so this would be a good opportunity for someone. If you want to know more about Frederick Duclos, you can text his name, Google his name. He's won a lot of design awards in our industry because he has this wonderful modernist feel, and I think his designs are very wearable. So that's item number 8. You can purchase the earrings and the necklace as a set for $250.
Just thought of something. He is a notable designer. He's got beautiful pieces, and he sells them all over the country. But he mass produce them, right?
Yep.
Look at his pieces on his website. Look at the sterling silver pieces that we offer that are handmade, one-of-a-kind
One
pieces.
of a kind, yeah.
And compare the value. Compare
It's
the
nice. He
value.
makes a beautiful, I just like, he really,
What you sell that for tonight is a great buy.
Mm.
But overall, compare his retail values on what we're telling you about our silver pieces that we
our
get.
curated piece.
Curated.
Yep,
They're
exactly.
Fantastic. Phenomenal pieces.
All right, next we have item number 9, and these earrings were just too cool. I'm gonna get Gabrielle to put the picture up on the model because it gives you an idea of,
You can't tell from that thing.
yeah, it's kind of hard. I knew that one would be hard to see, but I
No
love
way.
this. This is obsidian, which is like volcanic rock. It's been carved into these flat discs. It's more of a modernist style.
Volcanic glass, actually,
Volcanic glass, what did I say?
but rock.
Okay, rocks. We're doing the rock theme. So you can see this on Cassidy. She had one of these. We've done a lot with obsidian and with labradorite, particularly because it has this kind of fun, azurescent, shiny quality. That's a gemology word.
How do you spell that?
You just say it, azurescent. It's glowy. So these are really pretty. There's Miss Beth coming on. This is item number 9. We don't have the artisan's name on this. The top is sterling silver. It's all stamped and everything. These earrings are $150. And again, we just have one of these. If you'd like to purchase these tonight, you can text item 9 sold, and we'll put these aside for you. We will ship for free, or you can come by. Wednesdays are fun because we have a lot of people dropping in, right?
Definitely.
So that's item number 9. You would text item 9 sold, and you'll get the secure link to purchase these one of a kind. I've never seen any earrings like that. I just thought they were just super cool.
They had to hand carve those stones and then make the earrings
The finding
to fit it.
Yes,
So,
I'm
yeah.
sure I probably would have broken a lot of obsidian doing that.
I would have fussed a lot, probably.
Not you. Okay. Daniel made a comment that we should call our drink segment Rock and Sold.
That's pretty good. Like SOULED.
SOLD,
parentheses
Rock
or
and
what?
Sold. I like that.
I like that.
So
You may have won, Daniel.
if you're just coming on, we're starting a new segment this week. Gabrielle is doing a little cocktail video for us each week for about 90-second video, just for something fun for summertime. If you want to go back and watch this after the video post, you can learn how to make a Hendrix gin and tonic if you missed it to start off. But we're trying to come up with a clever name for our little
As a
segment.
matter of fact, Daniel, you might need to come sit in with us one night and have a good time.
He would be fun. You'll have to come join us.
We have an audience occasionally.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, we've got 2 more. You know, speaking of that, you were supposed to explain what the 6 C's were. We know what the 4 C's. We had the chart up last week on diamonds.
We did that last week.
We did, but we didn't explain what 6 C's were tonight because that was in her title. 4 C's are cut, color, clarity, and carat weight. The other 2 C's were celebrate
Celebration.
champagne because we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary of Shop with Mimi and Russ Live.
That's right.
Woo, look excited. We actually had some confetti shooters last week. Connie was here.
I still get my ears are ringing still from
Yes,
last week.
but
Oh,
we're
my
still finding confetti all over this place. We've
Your
done-
freeze frame of the pop was
Yeah.
the greatest.
yeah, we put a picture up of Russ. All right, 3 more items and we'll
Anything
be
to
done.
embarrass me works great for you, these guys.
Yes. All right, this is another new item. This is solid. Feel how good that feels. Solid sterling silver. It's a bangle. And it's about an 8-inch. You always get sassy here at the end. It measures 8 inches around. This is a style
Whatever
that
I can
could
do to
be.
embarrass you makes my life.
Thank you. That's what you live for. This would be appropriate for anyone to wear. Unisex style is up to an 8-inch wrist. It's a nice, solid, sturdy piece. It's got this. I like the clasp because they did these dots, and it just adds a nice little design detail. The split rail down to the solid
very cool
sterling
bracelet.
silver. This is an artisan-made piece from Taxco. This retails for $195. Actually, I'm offering this at a good price tonight. We're offering this for $125. So if you're a type of gal or guy, you like to wear bangles and stack them up, we've got some people that just stack. I'm starting to stack all my cadence bracelets up my arm here. I got a pretty new one for our anniversary, didn't I?
41.
Yeah, 41. Wow, I know. Finally faced the reality that it's not 31, it's 41. So, see, you reminded me
been so-
our daughter's 31.
It's so easy that 31 seems more appropriate than 41, right? Because
Yes, because it's been so blissful.
it's been perfect, right?
It has been perfect. We digress. This is
Exactly.
item number 10. If you'd like to purchase this, you can see it on our model. Item 10 sold. You would text 919-900-8462 for $125, and this can be yours. One of a kind, solid sterling silver. Our next item is one of my favorite artists. We sell his earrings and necklaces as soon as we get them from our curator. I think I had this one on last week actually because I love it so much. This artist does this, let's put it in here, this beautiful scroll work. So he starts off with a flat disc and then he takes round wire and he forms a design by soldering it onto the disc and then it's oxidized to give it some contrast. How hard is it to solder silver wire like that, Mr. Bryant?
What amazes me is these guys are in a, I hate to say primitive country, but
He does this at his kitchen table. He doesn't even have a workshop.
that's why I said primitive, because I knew
Yes.
you were going to say that.
Yes.
These guys have limited
Resources.
resources
Yeah.
to make this jewelry. They get away with whatever they could do. If he had the equipment that I have, it's amazing what this guy can do, how quickly he can do it. But he's doing this stuff in a very limited production situation. Handmade, beautiful jewelry. I could not even touch it. I couldn't even make the stuff for what we're selling it for. And he's incredible.
He's actually a farmer.
Absolutely incredible guy.
Yeah, he's a farmer. His wife died, and he does this to supplement his income. The curator goes to his home, and she just, please, Tono, please keep making your beautiful jewelry. So
It's kind of like Michelangelo sitting at his kitchen table at night going, I think I'll paint something. These guys are that good. He is such a talented and
beautiful.
skilled jewelry maker.
But most of the pendants we've had and the earrings we have are three sections. So this has his silver wire work. The center stone is called iolite. It's a round stone, and iolite is a natural gemstone. It's purplish. They were called water sapphires because
They confuse them from sapphires.
people-
But if you put them in water, they disappear, which is kind of weird.
it's because they used to actually the Vikings used to use them for directional tools because of the way that it polarizes light. The bottom, we're just so full of interesting information, aren't we? The bottom,
Small but quick.
moonstone. So this is a beautiful flat briolet. You can see the facets on it. It just shows a nice little twinkle when you wear it. This comes on a nice handmade wheat chain. This is item number 11. Tonight, this retails for $465, and even though we just got it in, I've thrown a special price out there. I'm offering it for $400 tonight. I believe this was the only necklace we got this past time, wasn't it, Gabrielle? I think so. We got a couple of pair of earrings.
Looking at it on the model, I would say it's a great cleavage necklace.
You're going to get us in trouble.
No, just saying.
It's pretty. She's pretty. Oh, there's JJ Jolliffe. Come on. Hey, JJ, how are you? We appreciate you joining us. So we've just gone over item number 11 tonight on our text to pay shopping with Mimi and Russ Live. This beautiful necklace is $400. And again, I know this beautiful piece for yourself. Reward yourself for some milestone in your life with this pretty piece, and you'll
Just
get lots of
because it's
compliments.
Thursday or Wednesday or Tuesday.
Whatever day it is, that's right. That's what Liz Taylor used to say.
Exactly.
Do you know actually Liz Taylor got one of her biggest diamonds from, I think it was Richard Burton's.
Of course, he married her 4 times.
She said, why did you get me that? And he says, because it's Thursday.
There you go.
Yeah. I think I think Laura goes that she was in a bubble bath too. Okay, last item. We're running long here. We've been too chatty. Excuse me. We've got a cable bracelet, and this is what we would call a David Yurman-esque bracelet.
Don't say that name because you might get sued.
I know. It is an ancient style bracelet, and David Yurman brought this kind of cuff style with the bullet ends, made it popular. But you can see this is an artisan in Taxco that made this. The spirals not only are smooth wires, but it's got this nice texture to give it contrast. The bullets on the end are sterling silver, rounded ends. This is made for a 7-inch wrist, and this is retails for $165. Tonight we're offering this. This is my great deal of the night. Our last item that we're selling is for $70. So
Compare that to the designer names.
the designer names that we said. So this is item number 12. If you'd be interested in purchasing this tonight, this is item number 12. You text item 12 sold. There's 3 simple words to 919-900-8462, and we will put that aside for you or ship it for free.
Keep in mind, that's a handmade twisted cable bracelet. It's not machine made or manufactured by a big conglomerate. It's handmade.
It's handmade, yeah. So it's a nice piece. Again,
It's much stronger and better.
It's a
Trust me.
good size, a good diameter if you want to wear it by itself or wear it with other bracelets. But that is item number 12 of our 12 items tonight on Shop with Mimi and Russ Live. We hope you've learned something tonight in part 2 of our talk on diamonds. We encourage you to get in touch with us. You can email us. You can text us at that number. As long as we're awake, we'll chat with you.
In case you tune in live and missed the whole show, you can go to our Facebook page and see the entire show tomorrow or anytime you wish.
But we've just in our comments put the link to the catalog. The catalog from tonight will stay live and posted through next Monday. As long as the pieces are available, the computer knows the quantities. So if you purchase something, it's gone. So that's it.
So keep in mind, go to our website, brummettjewelrystudio.com. See what we do. See the incredible jewelry we've made. If you have things you want done, if you have dreams you have not fulfilled with jewelry, we can do it for you.
Absolutely.
No
And
doubt.
we're your concierge jewelers here in Midtown Raleigh. And if you're interested in working with us, you can make an appointment on our website. We are working a little bit shorter hours now that's going into summertime. So if you have a milestone event or something that you need to have something made, we just encourage you to go ahead and get in touch with us now. And we thank you so much for joining us. We've got some great loyal fans.
We really appreciate everybody joining us each week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for your suggestions, Dan, on our drink segment. We'll
We'll
watch.
talk soon, Dan.
Join us next week, and we'll see what our little semi-professional cocktail chef will come up with. So thank you so much for joining us, and we have Memorial Day coming up. Actually, I don't think we talked about this, but I don't think we're going to be on next Tuesday. We hadn't really decided.
We may or may not.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
But this weekend is Memorial Day. Please pray and celebrate those who made our country great. It's made an ultimate sacrifice for us to be here tonight to do what we're doing and to do what you're doing. We have a great country. Don't ever forget it.
That's right. So thanks so much. We're gonna sign off, and God bless. Have a great holiday weekend.
Thank you for joining us. Good night.